Hmm. Hey, good morning. Just testing something out right now. Oh. So don't mind me if it looks a little bit wonky. Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, yeah, I'm not very good at this. I'm just figuring it out right now. Let's see. News layout. Yeah, I think for me to actually do this. Yeah, I think for me to actually do this in the correct way, I'm really gonna have to look at getting a webcam, because I know I tried this once before directly on YouTube, and I was thinking, oh well, a lot of people use Streamyard. I think Streamyard would also be a pretty good solution, but who knows? Maybe I'm just not smart enough. I'm just trying to figure out right now how to change things around and make them all look a little prettier. And I'm also doing it from my phone, so yeah. Banners, brand, headlines, logos, loops, background music. Okay. That's a little too chill for me. Yeah, so I think the big thing is I definitely need to see if I can't get this going with a computer instead of a phone, and then I can actually do it vertically so you guys can see my entire tank. And then I guess make some of my own logos and banners, and then invite people up to stream with me, because that is the end goal, honestly. I would really like to have people as guests. Thank you, Steve. I just picked something that was kind of chill, but not too chill. I don't want to fall asleep. Yeah, I'd really like to have guests and talk about their tank setups, their maintenance schedules, you know, all the fish stuff, what their favorite fish are, dream fish. I think that's what I'd really like. But I have to figure this out first. Oh man, Steve, you can't go back to bed? Is it too late or are you at work? I wonder, it's probably not possible for me to have both cameras on at the same time. I could, but I'm gonna stay up and drink coffee. Yeah. Yeah, my cat woke me up early this morning and I hopped onto Rainer Trufa's live stream. That was cool. I liked that. I think it's really cool to see salt waters that are so big. Oh, really, Steve? I didn't know that. For some reason, I thought that you were some young buck. I didn't know. I guess it's hard to tell through writing. Oh, Betty, don't be a nuisance. Yeah, totally annoying. I was sleeping really well, and then, yeah, she was scratching and meowing on the door. I have no clue what was wrong with her, but she does that sometimes. It's just time to wake up, I guess. Yeah, to be fair, I also spent all of my time at home, so I get it. That's probably why I see you around so often, too. Oh man, I'm taking a closer look at my male T-bar cichlid right now, and he has absolutely chunked up. He's super chunky. I don't think I can show you without moving the camera. Betty, Hund, hör jetzt auf. Das nervt. Sitz. Hey Troy, na? How are you doing? You planted tank. Which tank did you plant? Yeah, the dog usually, she's annoying during the day, but she likes to sleep, so she generally doesn't mess with us. I'm doing really good, actually. Just testing out some things with Streamyard, which apparently I am not smart enough to figure out at the moment. And my dog is running around like a psycho. Excuse me. Quiet. I love my dog, but she can be very annoying sometimes. Isn't that right? Do. Yeah, right now, still making the go outside and play. Yeah, that's actually why she's bothering me right now, because I'm not letting her outside. Because we were just outside. Yeah, I'm currently mixing the third huge rain barrel of salt water. So that way, the remaining water in the saltwater tank can finally be filled up. And then it can actually be set up. Right now there's like, I don't know, 400 liters of water. I guess that's like 90 gallons of salt water in there. And it's just being circulated with some wave makers, just some pumps. Just to keep it moving, keep the oxygen in there, but yeah. It's quite irritating. But now I'm always going to have a huge rain barrel on hand of pre-mixed salt water, so water changes shouldn't be that irritating. When I had the smaller salt water, I usually mixed it the day before or something, and it was just, I don't know. I feel like the maintenance on a smaller one is like way more difficult. Dog, what the heck? Can you stop? I can show you how it's coming along, but it's not very impressive quite yet. Let me turn around the yeah, patience is key, but I am not the most patient person. Yeah, let's see real quick. I'll come over here and see if I can't get you guys back. If you guys can see that. It's still pretty cloudy. Also, the glare is awful. But the main tank is filled up, mostly. But the underneath part is the part that's not filled up yet. Camera? What if I did it like, what is dual wide? Okay, that's already something. And this one is basically the same thing. That is so irritating. Okay. Settings. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I think now at least you can see at least a tad bit more. Yeah, I'll just have to invest in a camera at some point. Other than that, my goldfish is still being weird. He's just, I don't know. He's just resting on the sand bed. But if I come up to him and he sees me, he thinks there's food, he'll pop back up. So I honestly have no clue what's wrong with that fish. Water quality is excellent. They've been fed. I don't know. I would have thought, okay, maybe temperature, because I don't have a heater running on that tank right now. Let's see if I can catch him in the act. Oh no, see, he saw me, now he fucked off. Oops, that was a no-no word. Oops. Did I smudge my camera a little bit? I don't know. Oh, not really. I was just complaining about my goldfish again, who is now acting normal now that I said something. Yeah, other than that, I've just been getting ready for Easter weekend. Hey, Ian. Yeah, I was, I didn't mean to say it. Hopefully dang it. Oh, hi! Oh, man. Yeah, thanks to everyone who's in the chat who's actually checking out the stream right now. I think it's really cool that you're here. I would really love to figure out a way to get both of the cameras going, so that way one side is me talking directly to you guys and the other side is dog. Hey. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Now I can't mess with it anymore. Nah, Stephanie. Well, I suppose you could do both. Yeah, if you just put your phone somewhere and do your work on a different device, I think that'd be okay. In a minute here, I'll flip it around. See, there's my goldfish carrot doing weird stuff again. I'll see here, you can at least see the whole thing despite the glare. Did that work? No, not really. Now there's glare right here. Okay, cool. Good to know. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I can't wait to get that salt water started up. It's gonna be done really soon. It'll be running by the weekend for sure. And I just received a new bucket of salt, so that's gonna work out. Because I'd actually run out of salt when I was setting up the first one. It was leftover salt from my last saltwater tank. Cool. Yeah, I'm still filling with RO. Yeah, I mean, the water here in Germany where I live is clean enough that I could probably use the tap water, but I'm really specific. I'm a bit of a perfectionist with things, and oh gee, honestly, I would have to go check the brand name again. I know it was a good one. I always do my research before spending money on anything. See if this works like this. You can kind of see it. Oh yeah, Steve, I will definitely be doing testing. I also have an actual, oh, I forgot what the name of it is right now in English, but the thing where you look through the eye hole like a pirate to check what the salinity is. The salinimeter? I don't know. The axolotls are doing really good. You can actually see part of the tank on one side of the screen, but the lights are on right now, so they're all hiding in their caves. They just got fed yesterday? No, 2 days ago. I fed them 2 days ago. A refractometer. Yes, thank you, Ian. That is exactly what it's called. Yeah, I'm glad you could tell what I meant from my weird description. Yeah, I use a refractometer instead of like the thing with the arrow in it because bubbles get stuck to that, you know? And I have all the testing kits for even dog. Come on, man. I have all the test kits that I need for even like trace stuff, so I'm gonna keep a really close eye on it. I guess the only thing I'm missing is like a new journal to write down, you know, to like basically keep a log of the tank, because I did that with my last one and I feel like it was really helpful. Yeah, exactly. And I think when we talked about it on Instagram, that's something that you told me that I really should do, and I think that I will do that again. Because the last one I had listed all of the species that I had in the aquarium, and when I did water changes, how much, what was the testing before I changed, after I changed. And I feel like when you do a log like that, you can at least see, like, if something's going wrong, you can kind of see a trend. There is actually an app for it. I have it for freshwater, but the thing is with freshwater, it's almost like too much, you know? because my freshwater tanks, they don't really ever change when it comes to the water parameters. They don't really go downhill at all. Really, Steve? What is it that you do then? How do you keep an eye on all those parameters? Or do you just lick your thumb, stick it in the tank, and say, "Yup, good"? Aquarium note. Yeah, I think there's a couple apps like that. Mine has a different name that I don't remember at the moment, but I'd say they're probably all pretty good. Dog, you were getting on my last nerve, you sweet, sweet thing. Oh, okay, so you don't like keep a log for it or anything like that. Yeah, I guess for me it's just kind of like anxiety and paranoia, and like I guess if you feel like you're in control, then you kind of have the illusion of things going well. What's going on here? Oh my god. Dog, do you need some time outside? Yeah. I mean, there's always times. It's not like you always have to keep a super close eye on it, especially if it's a tank that's already been running for a while. I think, and you haven't been adding any new additions, there's no crazy growth. I think you don't have to test all of the parameters. But I think especially in the beginning, it's especially important. Yeah, and you see you don't log it, but you do test pretty frequently, so I don't really feel like there's a right or a wrong way to do it. I feel like if it works for you and your fish are doing great and your corals, if you keep corals, are doing well, then obviously it's the right way for you. I would say. Let me see real quick if I can change the music again so we're not listening to the same thing for 20 minutes. What do we have here? What is this? Trippy. Yeah, Ian, go home safe. Be careful. Very chill. Aw, hey Laser. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. It's always really cool to see you guys from the Fish Fam, you know? Oh, that dog. Yeah. Other than that, I'm actually just kind of waiting for the floor in my hallway and kitchen to dry because I was mopping. So I suppose when that's all dry, I can get back to it. But you need to use your time wisely, and I figured I could use that time. Stephanie, do you mean backgrounds like on your tanks? Because, I mean, yeah, I think so. Like, for example, the tank that you're looking at right now, it's actually backed with a black background. Or if you take a look at the goldfish tank, it looks kind of blue, but it's actually an illusion because, yeah, exactly like that wallpaper that you stick on the back. The goldfish, that's actually kind of an illusion because it has a frosted background, like a somewhat opaque background, and then there's an LED strip going on the base where the stand meets the tank. Oh my goodness, my dog. Betty, get away from that little girl. Yeah, so it gives the illusion of a black background when it's actually not. Oh, really? Yeah, I guess you could do that too. You could take black paint and just put that on the back, which is probably less of a pain, honestly. Hey, dog, you're coming outside. Let's go. You're being a nuisance and you're getting on my nerves. No, no. Don't you run away from me, kid. Be with you. Yeah, I think acrylic could work. Basically, with a painted background, you just have to be really careful that that nothing scratches it, and also that nothing, and I mean nothing, gets in the tank, because that would not be good for the fish. But yeah, I've seen people do that, or like, for example, when they have sensitive fish, like bettas, where if they see anything next to them, they will lose their crap and try to kill it. They'll paint the sides of them. I guess for me, I just like the foil that you stick on the back because I think it looks real clean, even if it's kind of a pain to put it on. Oh, now that I think of it, actually, pretty much, I think actually all my tanks have backs on them, except for my grow out tanks in the kitchen. If you look at the axolotls over there too, there's also a black background on that one. Yeah, I can imagine that at PetSmart they probably have like the really cheesy looking ones with like huge coral reefs and all this stuff, which would work really well for saltwater. Are tanks my full-time job? No, but I do spend probably way more time on them than I should. Yeah, I really like black. For the goldfish tank, I had been considering black, but I figured actually I wanted to have it look a little bit more light and airy. And black looks really good, for example, in this case where you have a ton of plant life because it really pops. But I thought that black was too serious for my little Zen goldfish tank. Yeah, you're funny, Steve. Yeah, no, I wish that tanks were my full-time job. You know, like how there's those YouTubers that just, I think, what is that one? MD Fish Tanks. He just kind of builds and aquascapes really cool tanks all the time. hangs out at fish stores. I would absolutely love that if I could do that full time. I'd also really love to help other people escape their tanks, you know? And I know that that is a job that you can have, but I just don't know of any company near me that would, first of all, want to hire me, and second of all, do that kind of thing. I don't actually feel that I'm really that good at it. It's just whatever you really think looks good, that's the way that you should do it. You put a little bit of planning and then it works. Yeah. Like I said, I would so love to do that. Yeah. Or just work with animals in general. I've always loved animals. Like all animals. I suppose if I won the lottery, I'd probably like run a zoo. Not just an aquarium, but a zoo. Yeah, well, a girl can dream. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely not a pro at any of this stuff, you know, and I feel like to be a pro, you have to be able to explain it to other people too, which I can to a certain degree, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, that would be so amazing to like be a scape designer or an aquarium designer in general for big places like hotels or super duper rich people. That would be really cool. Yeah, I don't really know what else to show you guys. I have a goldfish who is, he fixed himself. He just got stuck upside down for a second. Are you okay over there, buddy? This scape is actually something that I did on a budget because the tank itself was free and like all that stuff, you know? Um, the sand is pool filter sand. So that stuff costs like, I don't know, you buy like a huge 25-pound bag for like $7 or $8. Aquatic turtles. I really like turtles. I really, really like turtles. But the problem with turtles is that, here's the thing. With fish, you have the entire environment is water. So you gotta look out for things like water quality, you know? And if you've kept fish before, it's not really that big of a deal. When it comes to turtles, however, a lot of the times those turtles, they need to have a large basking platform. They need to have a special light bulb, like a basking light, with specific light waves that keep their bones and shells healthy and help them metabolize things. And they have a different diet, and basically you would have to set up a tank completely differently. And then for a lot of turtles, they end up growing really, really large to the point where I could easily take this 125, 130 gallon goldfish tank and convert it into a turtle aquarium, or I guess a turtle paludarium, and it would just cost a lot of money, and I probably wouldn't even be able to keep that many turtles. I'd probably be able to keep like one or two, depending on the species. And for me, it's just not really cool. Like, it's not really that appealing because I can't even keep fish in there because turtles will eat the fish or otherwise injure them. So I think if I was to get a turtle, I would probably get a tortoise and just stay completely away from the tank side of things, like with water. And if I was to create a paludarium, which is something that I had been thinking of because I have a couple extra tanks, I would probably go for something with a small water feature, maybe some misters, and then do something like dart frogs or the little, what do you call them, electric blue day geckos or something. I would probably try to do a departure from like aquatic animals if I was to go into the reptile and amphibian thing. Besides, I already have some amphibians. The axolotls are amphibians. They're related to salamanders and newts and frogs and all that. Yeah, I think that would be a really cool idea because the really small dart frogs, they don't need a lot of space, at least not horizontally. They need space vertically so they can jump and climb. And it would just be really cool because you can have tons of live plants growing in the aquarium. Not the aquarium, in the terrarium slash paludarium, depending on what you want to call it. And the one thing is that here in Germany, they're pretty expensive. The little frogs, like they're even more expensive than some of my goldfish. I see my goldfish is doing that thing again. He's just resting on the substrate. Hey Carrot, are you okay, broski? He doesn't look distressed or anything. He's just not doing anything. Let me walk by the tank.
Oh, hey, buddy. Are you feeling better? Are you feeling better? Oh, you cutie, 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 cutie.
Yeah, he's better. Yeah, I mean, there's so many cool pets that you can keep. I love birds too. But I don't really know if I'm in the position to take care of birds because birds are incredibly smart. And yeah, they're incredibly smart and they need a lot of interaction. They need a lot of time. And I just don't know if I'm able to, take the bird out for a couple times a day, play with him for at least an hour at a time, give him free flight. The diet that they need to be varied. A lot of the times you need to keep them in groups. For me, animal welfare is really important. So like, even if I really, really love an animal, I don't know if I can take care of it the way that it should be taken care of. So then I just don't, I love reptiles. I love mammals too, I really love rodents. When I was younger, I had a pet rat. They're like really awesome. They're really, really smart and cool. They just don't live very long. But see, there he goes again. Carrot, what are you doing, my friend? Buddy. Hey you. Stop it. Now he's just gonna swim back to the same spot and do the same thing. I don't know what's up with that goldfish. He's weird. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I do know that goldfish, they sleep and they do rest, like on the substrate or on a rock or a leaf or whatever. And it seems like if I'm active in the room or if I'm standing in front of the tank, he swims no problem. He has no signs of distress, no clamped fins or anything. But he does that a lot. Like, it's like he's got narcolepsy or something. Like he's a sleepy old man because he just kind of, whenever I'm not directly looking at him, especially in the afternoon, he's sleeping. I think I actually need to give these guys some peas today so they don't get bloated because I see one who's having some issues with his buoyancy right now, and I think that it might be like constipation or gas. Goldfish are so finicky. I really don't recommend goldfish for beginners because they're not like aggressive or anything like that, but they get big, they're really messy, and because of the inbreeding to get those shapes and colors and all that stuff, they have issues with their internal organs sometimes, and yeah. They're kind of a pain. I really wouldn't recommend them for beginners. Yeah, in this tank everyone seems to be doing fine. Other than my plants, because everyone keeps on trying to eat them and pull them out. I wonder if I get this like really close up to the glass, if you can actually see clearly in there. Oh yeah, Stephanie, for sure. I am also super duper excited. I mean, it's gonna take a while for the tank to be ready for fish and for corals and stuff because you have to cycle it first, you know? But once it is, oh boy. I've already been checking where I can get the kind of fish that I want and stuff too, so. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, I figured maybe this is a more interesting view. I've done a time lapse from this angle before, and it ended up being pretty cool. People liked it. It's always a struggle figuring out what people like. I like it from every angle, but that's not what counts. Yeah, I figured that would probably be better. I kind of have to like sit or step away from the camera though, because these guys keep on going to the top thinking that I'm gonna feed them. See if they'll swim a little bit more relaxed now. I'm so stoked about my T-bar cichlid. You can kind of see him. I don't know if I can point him out. Hey, buddy. He has been chunking up so much. They've already given me babies once. It wasn't a huge batch, but it was big enough, you know? See, the female with her yellow fins just swam through frame. But yeah, he's been chunking up so nicely. Let's see if maybe I can do it like this. Shaky, 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 shake. Hi, Cosmic Rookie. Hey, Craig, are you finished with your stream? Oh, there's Kermie the eel. Hey, buddy. He thinks he's about to get some bloodworms. I love that silly fish. It's not a true eel, apparently. It's actually just a very modified body type, but it's a fish. I don't really have a whole lot of invertebrates or other kind of creatures in here. I do have a couple of rabbit snails. Oh, you're just getting ready for bed. Feed me. Yeah, you know, I was really afraid that when I got... His name is Kermie. Like the bourgeois meme, you know, with Miss Piggy's voice. I was really afraid that when I got him that I would never see him, kind of like a coolie loach. But he's actually always at the front of the tank. I think that he learned that seeing me means good eats, and he's just kind of always there. Let's see this guy back here. Let's see if he'll do it again. That guy's doing a little mating dance for mommy. He's just always in the mood. These ones make way too many babies. I don't even have space for him anymore. Oh, hey, bunny. Nah? So many of you guys are here today. That's really cool. Oh, absolutely. Aquariums are addictive. I mean, I kept my first aquarium, I had it when I was like 15 or 16 years old. And there was actually a time that I didn't keep them. I was keeping reptiles instead and invertebrates like Vietnamese centipede and a tarantula and ball pythons, corn snakes, and stuff. And then oh, hang on, here's a question here I didn't see. Are those yellow ones Nicaraguan cichlids? Yes, they are. Those are absolutely Nicaraguan cichlids. I got a group of 6, I want to say. I think there's 6 of them. At a swap meet. There's actually a video on my channel if you want to see them when I first got them, because they've grown a little bit. They've gained some color since then. These guys are just juveniles. They're gonna get a lot bigger, but yeah. Dang it, now I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, tanks are totally addictive. Ever since I started fish keeping again, it's always been a fight to not end up with an entire house that's just full of aquariums. Yeah, some of these Nicaraguans are real pretty. Some of them are just still kind of coppery goldish. They haven't really gotten that blue shine yet. But some of them, like this big male right here, he's coloring up really nice. And then there's a female that's got really crazy blue gill plates. I don't know where she went off to now. Ah, there she is. She's right out of frame. Oh, that's too bad. Well, hopefully she'll understand in the future. Who knows? Yeah, I'm finding that the Nicaraguans, yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag, because I had a group of angelfish in here that were being very aggressive with each other. And eventually I actually not too long ago decided to rehome them because they were also getting picked on by the Nicaraguans. And I just didn't want that situation anymore. But the Nicaraguans with the fish that I have in here now, they're mostly just aggressive with each other, but I haven't noticed any new nipped fins or otherwise injured or upset fish. It was just the angelfish that got so picked on by the Nicaraguans. I know that once they get larger, I'm probably going to have some issues. I had originally planned to get 2 new, or not new, they're used, but 75-gallon bow fronts. But the guy who was going to sell them to me, he kind of fell through. And now that I have the saltwater tank, I don't really have the space for it anyways, so we'll just have to see what the future brings. I may have to thin out the Nicaraguan stock and just keep a pair, or I don't know. I don't really want to rehome any of my fish. I really love them. All of them. Get something to sit on here. But yeah, other than that, I actually really enjoy the Nicaraguans because they kind of change colors. Like they'll flash and they're really golden. I think it's really cool to have a fish that's so golden. Whew, so yeah. Other than that, the Geophagus that I got, I don't feel like they're very fast growers, like especially in comparison to the Nicaraguans. Yeah, I guess I could fill all my tanks with fancy goldfish, but I think that's overkill. Like, the one behind me, the tank, that's, like I said, like 125, 130 gallon goldfish tank, and it almost feels like a waste. Because with a tank that large, you could have a really great African cichlid setup, or I don't know, you could probably even do like a school of discus with some ditherfish, you know, things like that. But I really wanted to do goldfish in that tank. Yeah, you see, I think this is my first time having Geophagus, and this kind of Geophagus is just like apparently impossible to find info on. But it's supposed to be similar to the Brasiliensis. It used to be considered a subspecies. So I'm thinking that they're probably going to have a similar growth rate, hopefully. Hopefully. Yo, Steve, have fun. Have fun. But I still enjoy the geophagus. Like, they grow really slow, but their colors are slowly improving. There's one that's a little bit funky in the bunch. There's 5 of the geophagus, and one of them is kind of, I don't know, his fins are a little weird, but he can still swim just fine. So I don't really worry about that. It's not like I'm breeding them or anything, so. Well, to be fair, I always say, oh, I'm not going to breed this, and then, I don't know, I get them in my tank, and they're just so happy that they're like, yay, time for babies. Just like these T-bars right here. I love that guy. The T-bar is so cool. I'm actually really glad those guys are breeding, because they're difficult to find here. Thank you, Rock. That's really sweet of you to say. Oh, we got a Pandagara in the limelight now. These guys are really great algae eaters, actually. I mean, I don't think they're as good as the bristlenose plecos when it comes to eating algae, but they definitely do a fairly good job. And they're cool to look at. They get along with everyone. They're pretty fast swimmers, so nobody can catch them. See if I can turn it up a little bit. We got a bunch of fish above us, too. Let's see. You can see from here. How does that look? Oh no, that's not looking into the tank. Here we go. The problem is that these guys see me sitting on the floor, and they're just thinking like, dude, where's my bloodworms? Where's my Artemia? Where's my food, bro? I have a pair of Bolivian rams in this tank. You can actually see them right here. But it turns out that they're both male and don't really want anything to do with one another. Luckily, in this tank, there's more than enough cracks and crevices, caves, and hidey holes for everyone to have their own territory. Different clumps and types of plants, so nobody really fights over that. But yeah. See a geophagus lurking in my plants right there. I just saw him totally tear up some of my what is that called? Hornwort. I don't know, I guess just for funsies. Maybe he was eating it. I don't really mind when they eat it because I notice, like, yeah, it doesn't really look that good, but I mean, fresh veggies are the best for them, right? Everyone in this tank seems to be really, really healthy. The water quality is great, so. Honestly, you can be thankful for that. And I feed in this tank, I basically only feed, now that I think of it, I really only feed frozen foods. Bloodworms and, oh geez, what are those called? In German, they're called weiße Mückenlarven. It's like white mosquito larvae, I guess would be the rough translation. And yeah, everyone really, really likes the frozen food. And I feel like because I don't feed a whole lot of plant matter, especially extra to them, you know, then they can eat my plants a little bit. There are just certain plants that I don't want them to get at, like my Anubias pinto or the green lotus or stuff like that. But they go more for the plants that grow really fast, like the Hygrophila and the hornwort and stuff. Yeah, they're really cool little guys. Can't sit on the floor anymore, damn. I think that was also a no-no word. Anyway, I'm gonna try something else real quick. Because I'm gonna have to stop streaming here in a few minutes. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, cosmic. That is for sure. There are so many different kinds of algae, diatoms, dinoflagellates. It's really, I don't know. I had actually started learning about all that stuff and eventually abandoned it for the things that are most commonly found in our aquariums. Yeah! You guys really like the goldfish, huh? See, they're all coming up to me now towards the glass, too. You really gotta try to... Hey, Ian, welcome home. It's nice to see you again. It's really hard to get these fish to act naturally, because as soon as they see you, they're just like, oh, food, 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 food. I love my fancies, though. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an eye on. Yeah, that's a blue one. I don't know if yeah, you can totally see it. He's swimming right towards us. Big old blue Aranda, and he's got some great wen growth too. You can already see like the white spots. Oh, is that you? You see, sometimes I don't know. I'm really bad with names. Yeah, or sometimes the usernames are different, and then I don't really recognize. Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, I really love it when people write me on Instagram because I'm the type of person I just absolutely love to help, especially if it's something I'm passionate about. Yeah. I might even want to back this up a little bit so you can see all these silly, silly things. And there's Carrot doing his thing in the corner again, weirdo. Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be fair, when I started my YouTube, the accounts that are associated with it on TikTok and on Instagram, I made them after the fact, so they have the same. Oh yeah, that one stresses me out really bad. But yeah, all of my accounts, the newer accounts, all have Lovey Loves Fish as the handle. But for example, on Reddit, where I also made a subreddit and I'm pretty active in the aquarium community and goldfish and all that, there I have a completely different name. So I think I freak people out when I'm like, oh hey, I recognize you. Yeah, the orange one's name is Carrot. It's the one that's right up next to the glass right now. The one, yeah, there's a bunch of these I don't even have names for. This guy right here is Pennywise because he's got a little clown face and he likes to chase the others around. I have like name ideas and I've gotten some really good suggestions, but there haven't been any names yet where I'm just like, yeah, that's the name. Yeah, Ian, it actually is. Yeah. Yeah, with Reddit, I really try to be, because I see a lot of novices who are new to the hobby, and I really do try to be as compassionate and sweet as I can while also telling them like, hey buddy, you done goofed, because I feel like if you're too hard on the newbies, then they're just like, well, screw this, you know, or hey, the guy at the pet store told me zucchini would be a great one, yeah. But yeah, like the guy at the pet store told me that this would be fine. Why would he lie to me and all that? But I really do try to be as sweet and compassionate as I can, so people are actually like, oh, okay, maybe I did mess up. Maybe I should do better. And there actually are some people that check in with me still, sometimes over private message, and are like, hey, look at what my tank looks like now, or hey, my fish are all better. Thanks for your help. And that just feels super, super good, even if it's really frustrating. I use Reddit A lot, yeah. And I would say a lot of other people do too. Like the aquarium subreddit is pretty, yeah, if you refresh, there's like a post every minute, every 3 minutes or so. The goldfish subreddit is not as active, but I think that's because goldfish are kind of like pugs. Not everyone likes them. I have a pug too, so I have really no room to talk. But yeah. Reddit. Hey, excuse me, pug. Leave me alone. Shh. You got kicked out of the room for a reason, little one. Yeah, the goldies are fun. I actually need to feed these guys some peas today. And I think tomorrow I'll do another water test. You see, yeah, how the tables turn, because now my question to you, do people really still use Facebook? I do not use Facebook anymore, and I don't know any other younger people who do, but yeah. The one that's really popular nowadays that I use it, but I really dislike it is TikTok. I really dislike TikTok. But I do use it because, you know, obviously I want to promote my content and I want people to maybe learn a thing or two in an easily digestible 15-second video. I do assume you guys are young. Of course I do. Why would I just assume that everyone here is old? Dog. Now I'm actually really curious how old everyone is here. Not that you guys have to answer that, but it is always curious to me. Yeah, I also didn't use TikTok. I literally started a TikTok channel, or a TikTok account, I guess you would say, after creating my YouTube channel. Oh my god, that was a mistake. Excuse me. You've been banished from my house. Go outside. Get. Okay. Dog has been banished again. Sorry about that. TikTok came pre-installed on the phone? That's insane. No, I started a TikTok account once I started my YouTube channel because I wanted to have another avenue to maybe get younger people also interested in the fish keeping hobby and in my channel in particular. But I really don't like TikTok. Oh man. Ian is 23, so actually Ian is closest in age to me from everyone here so far. That's interesting. Yeah, just in case you guys didn't know, I am 27. I'll be turning 28 this year. It always feels kind of weird though. I don't know. There are a lot of people who've been in the hobby a lot longer than me. And I don't want to preach to the choir, you know? Hi, sweetheart. Are you awake? Ah, are you awake? Are you done napping? Did you have a good nap, my sweetheart? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, no, I really, I thought about it long and hard before making a TikTok, but yeah. I still don't really like it. I use it as little as possible. Yeah, I was wondering what's up with the capitalization of Chinese. Chinese. China. But then again, I don't have anything on my phone other than like fish pictures. So there's not a whole lot that they can sell or like spy on. I am. Well, in any case, Carrot is taking a nap right now. Again. I'm gonna keep a close eye on that fish. He worries me. In any case, I gotta get going because my hallway has been dry for probably 45 minutes already. And yeah, my baby woke up. So it's time to get back to the important stuff. What is this? Same with Facebook. Yeah. Yeah, no, I hate all that stuff. I always try to like turn cookies off for everything so no one can really track information because privacy is important to me, but at the same time, it's like, dude, they already have everything. They already have everything. Our data is just a commodity at this point. But yeah, in any case, if any of you guys go live soon, then I will be in your chat boxes for sure. I'm gonna let you guys go now because I've got some stuff that I still need to do, unfortunately, and my phone is on 6%. So I really thank you guys for stopping by. I super, super appreciate it, and I love talking to you guys. So I'll see you all again really soon. And yeah, like I said, if you guys post any videos or lives, I will be there. So yeah, thank you guys. Bye.